All right, so I hope you guys are fine now on YouTube and on Facebook as well. So let's move on. So if there is any issue on the YouTube, okay guys, so let's move on. A reminder, if anyone want to join us, we are having training. Training is going to start from 20 December, all right, until 7th of January. So if you guys are looking to join us for training, just simply go to the techtradingacademy.com and check the membership levels. All right, so group training gonna cost you $1,000 and one-on-one training gonna cost you 5,000. So if you're looking for further information, just simply fill the form and send the form to me for further information. So we'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so training is going to start on 20 December. Okay, so if you are looking for social sites so that you can follow me on social sites for ideas and updates, you can get all those links from YouTube description box, all right? Or you can go to the trading view and you can get all those links from my signature box, all right? Or you can get these links from Telegram as well. All right, so you can get these links from Telegram as well. So you can check the pinned message over there. Okay, you can get these links from there. So you can follow me on these links for trade setups and for updates. Now let's move on to the charts for this week. First of all, US 10-year yield, all right? So US 10-year yield is important. All right, so first of all, let's look at the setups on TradingView, which I have just posted, all right? So that you can catch these opportunities, all right? And then we're going to move on to the charts. So US 10 years treasury notes, we are expecting quick drop. We are expecting treasury notes to go lower and yield to go higher. Okay, so you can see that both charts are similar to each other, all right? So that's 10-year yield. We are expecting 10-year yield to jump and 10-year note, 10-year treasury note to drop, okay? And strength on the 10-year yield, yeah, if 10-year yield is going to rise, that's going to give stability to the market, all right? And which means that you can see weaknesses on the safe havens, all right? So let's look at the euro yen. Okay, euro yen, if you guys remember that last week we were looking at the euro yen in the form of flat, all right, like that pattern formation, okay, and then continuation to the downside. So price went higher but did not exactly test that top, okay, now turning into a flag, all right, and that flag can break lower. So you looking this week, you're looking the price to either break down aggressively and continue back at the bottom or go for another up move and then drop. So when we're going to look at the chart, we'll talk about that in more details on lower time frame. And euro pound to bounce off, euro pound to bounce off from bottom aggressively, okay? So we are still having strength on the pound pairs, okay? So if you guys remember that there is election in the UK, right? And market believes that the Conservative Party gonna win with simple majority, and winning after winning elections, the Brexit process gonna go smoothly through the parliament, all right? And we're gonna have Brexit on 31st of January. So market is expecting that everything gonna be okay, everything gonna be fine, all right? And because of that, people are buying pound, all right? So UK general election can surprise, all right? So pools are telling something else, but actual result can surprise the market. If actual result is going to surprise the market, then pound gonna drop, all right? Pound, we are not expecting a big drop on the pound, all right? But we are expecting, a correction on pound pair. So give us a correction and slightly a bigger correction, like daily correction. And after that, pound to continue its trend for longer term, all right? So euro pound can push up to that much far away, all right? Back at 88 or 90 before we're gonna have Brexit, okay? But this is going to be a good trade if UK general election is going to surprise the market, all right? So how they're going to surprise if Conservative Party is not going to win with working majority, all right? So if they are not going to have more than 320 seats, then they're going to be a problem for them, all right? Again, they're going to form, they're going to be a hung parliament, same problem, same issue, all right, like last time. So last time there was a hung parliament. Because of that, Conservative Party was losing every single vote in the parliament, and because of that, pound was going lower. Okay, so if we are going to have that scenario again in the parliament, then we may see weaknesses again on the pound. All right, so if they're gonna have simple majority, working majority, more than 320 seats, Conservative Party is going to win with a simple majority or working majority. Still, we are expecting that pound to go lower after having facts, all right? So pound to go lower, at least give us a correction before going to continue to go further higher. So euro pound to bounce out from the bottom, all right? Same analysis like last week. Yeah, so bounce off can happen very, very aggressively during the election result. So you are looking euro pound to reverse from the bottom. If we are not going to see bounce off on the euro pound from that bottom, right? Like this bounce off. Okay, and the euro pound is going to break lower aggressively sharply. Okay, there are going to be a huge potential on the euro pound for the downside. Okay, it can continue to go lower for further downside. So we are not expecting that at the moment. Even if we are going to have Brexit, still pound gonna struggle. All right, still pound gonna struggle. Then people are gonna start looking at the fundamentals. What fundamentals are saying in the UK? Either they are improving, their economy is improving or not. All right. So euro pound to bounce off. Natural gas. Natural gas is coming back at the bottom. Good opportunity to watch. Okay, so good chart to watch. So it can slightly push lower. Last week, if you guys remember that, I told you. Okay, so slightly push lower, get back at the bottom, and then bounce off. So natural gas and pound Australian dollar. Pound Australian dollar still pushing higher slowly. We were having bad numbers, bad retail numbers last week, retail sales numbers, and because of that, it is pushing higher. All right, because of bad data on the USD. That's why pound is already strong, yeah, and USD, we were having bad data on USD, so because of that, pound was pushing higher against the Australian dollar. So Kiwi is going higher, so we believe that USD gonna follow very, very quickly, all right, and we're gonna have weaknesses here, and once we're gonna have fact on the pound, then pound is going to go lower, yeah, and in case if US China is going to reach to an agreement before 2019, all right, before December end, first phase deal, then obviously we are going to see strength on the USD, okay, and this trade setup still in play. Okay, so you are watching this time frame chart for next week. So correction is just getting bigger. That correction to get bigger actually, and drop. Okay, and this move, bigger move up to 80 or 85. All right, or at least give us that one more drop and then go higher, and then again, big drop from new high. So this is a longer term chart. We're going to follow that for longer term. This is not a short term chart. All right, it's a longer term reversal. So you are looking actually next week this move to happen first. All right, this move to happen. Okay, this correction to slightly get bigger and break down and continue to go lower. Even if it is going to push higher slightly, okay, like this for another up move, you're still looking it to drop. Okay, if going to push for furthermore slightly higher, keep watching it to go down very, very aggressively. Okay, so this 15-minute time frame you are watching. So correction is already appearing over there. Okay, there we got the bad numbers, bad retail sales numbers, and because of that it went higher. So we were expecting that move to happen. Okay, that wave happened last week if you remember. Okay, but we were not expecting that move. Okay, so that wave happened because of the bad numbers, bad retail sales numbers. Okay, so still yeah, the higher the price goes, it's giving you a better opportunity to look for a reversal. All right, so you're looking at this correction once market gonna open. Okay, this correction and that correction to break down very, very aggressively. So pound gonna stay, pound can stay short term, pound can stay stronger until Thursday. All right, Thursday night at 10 p.m. They're gonna be a pool result. All right, and that result gonna give you a clue that which party is going to win and with how many seats. Okay, so during that, pound can move very, very aggressively. All right, okay, if that pool result is going to give you a clue that the Conservative Party is not going to win with the working majority and pound is going to drop, then look for pound to drop during that. Okay, and the final result you're gonna get final result on Friday morning. Okay, so we may see movement on the pound pairs on Thursday night to Friday morning. All right, Thursday night, once once results gonna start to come, then from Thursday night 10 p.m. my time. Okay, so check your to Friday morning 4 a.m. or final result gonna be over there until 7 to 9 a.m. okay, Friday morning. So but by the way, trade with care on the pound pairs. Dollar chief went lower last week nicely. All right, so this wave. So I have explained in so much detail, all right, last week the dollar chief, euro dollar, and the XY, these trades with so much details last week. If you guys have seen last week weekly market outlook, yeah, possibility exists over that we're gonna have gaps when market gonna open tonight. So dollar chief, okay, so coming back at the bottom again, you watching it to continue to this trade. All right, so ABC move again, ABC move. All right, but you are looking the dollar to go back at that top again. All right, that trade. So we look at the lower time frame is already there. So we got very good numbers on dollar. All right, last week non-farm payroll numbers were very strong. Before that we were selling the dollar, yeah, and during the non-farm payroll numbers we were buying the dollar. So last week that's why guys I say very often to you that if you watch weekly market outlook only once in a week, then try to re-watch it. Okay, so some setups I show, this setup is in making for buy, but some setups gonna form during the week. So at the start of the last week, when in last weekly market outlook, I was showing you sell the dollar. All right, and during the week we were selling the dollar. Okay, but at the end of the week when we had non-farm payroll numbers, we were buying the dollar. All right, and if you have seen weekly market outlook twice, then obviously you should be a buyer over there on the dollar pairs. Okay, so next week we're gonna have Fed rate decision, and before that rate decision we got very strong non-farm payroll data. All right. Okay, so there is no reason for Fed to cut the interest rate next week. Okay, all right. So highly likely they're gonna pass the interest rate, and definitely they're gonna talk about that the labor market is very, very strong. All right. So the longer they're gonna stay for neutral, yeah, so it's gonna be better for the dollar. Dollar can stay strong, yeah, and if they are not going to stay neutral and going to give you a clue that they're going to cut the interest rate again in 2021 or 2 time or even 3 time, yeah, then means that uncertainty is still going to be over there. All right, so uncertainty related to trade war, all right, that can drive the market. Uncertainty related to trade war, that can drive the market. All right. So during that uncertainty, dollar are gonna stay strong, even if Fed is going to cut the interest rate. Okay, because people are gonna move their money to US. Other countries are still struggling; their interest rates are very low. Yeah, even if Fed is going to cut the interest rate 2 or 3 times, still their interest rate is gonna be higher than the other countries. All right. Okay, and people are gonna move their money to the to US in search of safety. So dollar still gonna stay strong. So you look in dollar shift to continue to go higher next week. That flag to complete, similar flag which I have shown you last week on the euro dollar with so much detail. I have shown you on the DXY as well, right? So we'll look at the lower time frame as well. So euro dollar to continue to keep pushing lower. We are having Fed rate decision. We are having ECB rate decision. And numbers are very strong on dollar. Non-farm payroll, yeah, labor data is very strong, and Fed to give more strength next week to dollar. And euro, we are having first meeting. Lagarde is having first ECB meeting, and we are expecting that the euro is going to stay under pressure during that meeting. So Fed rate decision, no interest rate cut, dollar to stay strong. The more important data this week gonna be the CPI data, all right? The CPI and core CPI data on dollar. So we have seen weaknesses on the manufacturing. Manufacturing data dropped last week, all right? Okay, and non-farm labor data was strong. So CPI numbers are strong, should be strong for more strength on the dollar, and retail sales numbers also should be strong on the dollar. Okay, so you're watching those numbers next week. So busy week. We are having Swiss National Bank rate decision as well. We are having a UK parliamentary election. We are having ECB rate decision. Yes, some speeches. Yeah, so you are watching core retail sales and CPI numbers, and of course you're watching that what Fed is going to say. Now let's move on to the setup. Okay, so you look in euro dollar to continue to go lower. That was the chart. Okay, last week we were talking about that buy setup. So that trade completed at the top, and we were looking that sell. All right. So this sell is still playing very well. So if you haven't taken that sell, you still can catch that sell. Okay, so update is there. Okay, it's went lower. So update is there. So you're watching that correction to get bigger. Correction is already underway, almost 50% completed, all right? So correction to get slightly bigger, yeah, and then break down, okay? If that correction is going to test that top, all right, 100%. Last week I have shown you examples, guys. So same again, I'm repeating my, words again, same, okay? That correction to slightly get bigger, up to 786 or 886, all right? So the bigger the correction, the better the entry you guys gonna get, okay? And then continue to go lower. Okay, so this trade you are watching. So we have talked about this setups already in last weekly market outlook as well. Okay, now you're watching this correction to get deeper. Okay, and the deeper the correction, the better the entry you're gonna get. Okay, and then continue to go lower, go lower. We are not anticipating that move, guys. We are not looking that wave. Okay, and as you guys know that there are, the next week is highly likely going to be volatile. Okay, so if it is going to break above something like that, we will wait before going to buy the euro for upside. So we are not expecting break up, so we'll stay bearish in case if price is going to break above that channel. So we'll see how price going to break, either correctively or aggressively. So we'll stay bearish for medium to short to medium term, and longer term bullish from lows, all right, on the euro dollar, and short on the XY from the top. So this flag. So euro dollar and silver. Okay, so silver broke out last week. We were expecting ABC move to continue to go lower, broke down. Okay, the next week continue to keep pushing lower. Okay, form another correction and tag the bottom and then buy from the lows. Okay, or go back up for another move within that expanding triangle. Short term buy, but again, you know, this expanding triangle to continue to go lower. So we'll look at this chart on bigger time frame as well. So a yield, we have spoken about that. Gold. So gold forming very nice correction. Okay, let's look at this chart first. So gold still running within the correction, all right? Gold still running within the correction. All right, so that correction. Okay, so next week you are looking that correction to break down. Specifically, you are watching gold to break down. Then, if Donald Trump is going to delay 15th of December tariffs, you are definitely watching gold to break lower during the Fed rate decision. Okay, so we may see, you know, aggressive sell on the gold during the you know, if Donald Trump is going to delay the tariffs, all right, if Donald Trump is going to delay tariffs on Chinese goods, then gold can drop very, very aggressively. Okay, if not, then gold can, we'll look at that. Okay, we'll look at the lower time frame chart. Okay, so this is what you are expecting. Okay, last week we were looking for short, if you remember that, this ABC move, we had that. Now we are expecting this. Okay, so Donald Trump to delay 15th of December tariffs. The US China trade war is really important for the gold. If that trade war is going to heat up, then definitely gold gonna break that flag. Okay, this is actually a flag. Okay, that flag gonna break out and gold gonna continue to go higher, as told you last week. All right, so you're watching gold at that bottom next week. Okay, if break down very, very aggressively, let the next impulsive wave to happen like that, wait for it to correct again, and then continuation to the downside. Okay, if it is going to give you some price action over there, then go for that short-term buy, short to medium-term buy, yeah. And if taken very, very aggressively from that bottom, gold is taken very, very aggressively, yeah. So trade war is going to heat up again, then stay in, then gold can, you know, push further higher beyond the previous top. Okay, it can go higher than 1560. Hold that trade for more upside, this trade. All right, So what we are anticipating that the gold gonna break down, okay, this bottom. That's what we are looking, because our longer term forecast is the bearish on the gold. So we are looking gold to continue to go lower rather than a breakout of that bigger flag. So you watching price action, okay, if hold, go for buy, and this wave should be corrective for this trade. Yeah, this wave should be corrective, like these wave. Okay, so these waves are corrective wave, another corrective. We were selling gold there. Yeah, selling gold there last week, shown you. So this wave should be corrective again for this ABCDE move, and then continuation to the downside. Okay, so this is what you are looking on gold. So we look at the lower time frame and weekly chart. Hope you guys have seen, yeah, longer term bearish. So these two charts are highly correlated with each other. Okay, this is gold chart and this is US 10-year yield. Okay, so yield has to go higher before gold is going to go lower. Okay, if yield is going to jump, we are expecting that the yield going to jump next week, above 2. All right, above 2. When Fed going to be neutral, then yield can jump. All right, Fed needs to be neutral. All right, no more interest rate cuts, and 15 December tariff delayed. All right, and good data, CPI, good numbers on CPI, good retail sales numbers. All right, and possible first phase deal. Okay, so signing first phase deal before the December end. Yeah, then yield gonna jump. All right, so yield gonna jump like that. Okay, so yield went higher last time when Donald Trump won US general election, right? When Donald Trump became president of US, then yield jumped very, very aggressively. So any news event can drive the news. These news events which I have just told you, these news events can drive the yield aggressively higher. Okay, we can see that kind of rise on the yield. Okay, so that means gold gonna go lower, silver gonna go lower too. All right, and equity is gonna keep pushing higher. So this is very important chart. Okay, for the whole market. Yield is really important. Okay, and US 10 years treasury notes to drop. Okay, if yield goes higher, then bonds gonna go lower. Okay, bond market gonna drop. We're gonna see drop on the 10 years treasury notes. Okay, so we're gonna see aggressive sell. This is last time when Donald Trump won the US general election. All right, so we have seen aggressive sell on the bond market. Yeah, we are expecting similar kind of move there, then correct and continue to go lower. Okay, and then equity market gonna go higher. Equities, risk assets gonna go higher. Safe havens gonna drop then. All right, so we are not expecting that the yield gonna go lower than 1%. All right, there is no reason. Okay, there is no, logically it is not correct. I have shown you this chart before as well. Okay, if you remember that, I have shown you that chart before. This chart is not going to stay there forever. Okay, price is not going to stay there. Right, this is 10-year yield. I mean, longer term rate and short term rates. So longer term rate and short term rates, they cannot stay there forever at these bottoms. All right, they cannot stay there close to zero. See there? All right, so if they stay there close to zero for longer term, means that we are going to see recession. Okay, and when we have recession, we see safe assets go, they rise, and the other assets, risk assets, they lose their value. All right, so this chart cannot stay there. Price cannot stay there. Okay, it has to go there. Okay, for this to go there, your 10-year yield needs to jump. Okay, your 10-year yield needs to jump, your bond market needs to go there, and your gold has to drop. Okay, your silver has to drop, your risk assets has to go higher. Okay, risk assets means your equities should keep pushing higher. Okay, S&P 500 should keep pushing higher, Nasdaq 100 index should keep pushing higher. Yeah, US Dow Jones, all right, US 30 or Dow Jones should keep pushing higher. Other equities should keep pushing higher. These are correlated to each other, right? So yen should not rise, then yen should fall, all right? Then dollar should stay strong. Okay, so this chart, this move will bring strength on the USD, will bring strength on the Kiwi, will bring strength on the CAD, all right? Will bring strength on the euro as well in longer run. Okay, will bring weaknesses on the yen, will bring weaknesses on the gold and silver. So 10-year yield needs to jump. So the news which I told you, okay, so 15 December delay, that can drive the yield aggressively for upside, or if they are going to sign first phase deal, all right, that can drive the yield aggressively for upside. So we may see sharp sell on the gold. All right, so gold, silver, and that's it. Now let's move on to the charts, okay, one by one. So US 10-year yield, you have just seen. Okay, we are expecting that to jump. Okay, so we are expecting that to jump next week before December end. Okay, so jump aggressively for upside. So if not going to jump, there is possibility that this yield can slightly push lower back at the bottom, up to 140. Okay, but again, it's gonna be a bullish. Okay, buyer. Again, gonna be bullish. So let me show you the weekly chart. This is very important chart. Okay, maybe you guys believe that this is not related to your trading, but this is very important for the market. Okay, so it has already went higher from that bottom aggressively, so we are expecting it to continue to go higher. So this pattern can change. Okay, so one more drop, although there is no reason for the yield to go lower up to 140 again. Okay, as said, if Trump is going to impose 15 December tariffs, okay, then yield can drop. Or if Fed is going to give you a clue that they are going to cut, then yield can drop. It can go up to there. We are not expecting this move to happen, but possibility exists. Okay, we are expecting that yield gonna jump. Okay, gonna correct. Already completed that pattern. Okay, and gonna jump for this ABC move completed, and gonna jump aggressively for upside. So very important chart. Keep your eyes there when you trade. And the 10-year, try your notes to go lower. Okay, that wave to happen on lower time frame, very much same analysis like the 10-year yield. Okay, so correct over there and then drop, or go back and then drop aggressively. Okay, so slightly go back and then drop aggressively. No continuation on the tri-year note. And gold, there you got the gold. So there is the lower time frame analysis. Okay, so we were expecting it to go lower last week, so we have seen very good numbers. Non-farm payroll numbers was pretty good, and the sharp sell, and this to continue to keep pushing lower, all right? And from that bottom, you're watching it closely. Okay, so if breaking down, then they're going to be next impulsive wave to the downside. Okay, if not, then let the price bounce off aggressively, correct over there, and short to medium term buy. Watch it, how aggressive this move is going to be. Yeah, if that move is going to be very, very aggressive, not corrective like that, okay, then gold is going to test the 1570 or 1580. We are not looking that to happen. Okay, we believe that this correction gonna break down. Okay, and we're gonna have some kind of truce between US and China. Okay, this to break like that, aggressively break, correct for another time, and keep pushing lower. So let's look at the weekly time frame chart. Okay, there go there. Okay, go there up to 1280, go into that direction. So start is not, start is not very good on gold for the downside, but it can drop at any time. As told you last week that central banks are trying to fix this issue. Okay, Fed has injected $250 billion in the market. So same on silver, keep pushing lower slowly, and then from the bottom buy. So on lower time frame for next week, before that we were having shot there on the silver at this area. Okay, and there last week we were having same chart like gold. Again, you see that it's going lower, it's breaking for the next wave. Okay, this next wave. Yeah, similar like that. So it can push lower the way it is doing right now, up to, it can go up to 1550 next impulse, and then again can correct the way it has done there, and then can continue to go lower. So if you are trading on the silver for sell side, then make sure you trade with care, as silver don't have a lot of room for the downside. Okay, so next week you are expecting expanding triangle formation, very much similar like the gold. Okay, go there, test that top, and then continue for the next leg to the downside. Okay, if not going to form that expanding triangle and going to push lower. All right, so this correction already completed. Then let the price repeat that pattern. Okay, another correction, and then continue to go lower. So trade with care for sell on the silver. Okay, and once silver gonna test the bottom, gonna form new low, then again we're gonna be bullish on the silver from the bottom. Okay, like last time. That's the silver chart. Platinum, very much same like silver chart. New low on platinum. All right, so same, keep pushing for the downside slowly. So you don't have a lot of potential on these two metals. All right, so on silver and on platinum. So platinum can push up, as copper went higher last week. Platinum can also push higher. Okay, so the best place to short the platinum for downside, yeah, once this pair, I mean, once platinum gonna complete that pattern formation and then continue to go lower. Okay, so there is possibility that the platinum not gonna go that much far away and gonna continue to go lower. So not a best opportunity. All right, so platinum is not a best opportunity for next couple of days. Okay, but if it is going to form that pattern formation, going to test that area, okay, this ABC move, okay, then you are looking at to continue to go lower. Palladium is very strong. Okay, very strong. It's going higher, very strong. At some point there going to be a very aggressive sell. Okay, because it cannot continue to keep pushing higher the way it is doing right now. So it's not tradable, guys. It's not tradable. It's just pushing higher. Either you are looking to buy, but for buy you have to wait for it to give you a correction. All right, so if you're looking for sell, then it's very strong for upside. Okay, before you start selling the palladium, at least you should see something over there on palladium before you start selling palladium from top. Okay, so we are still expecting, give us a correction before going to continue to go higher, or give us a very strong sell correction and then a deeper correction before again going to continue to go higher. So it's not tradable these days. If you are trading, then make sure you understand that it can drop at any time aggressively to the downside. Okay, so we are having a neutral analysis on this for the next week. And dollar Chinese yuan. So dollar Chinese yuan is still there where we were having last week. Okay, this is our structure and pattern formation. This is also not a best pair to trade. Okay, but if US China is going to reach to an agreement, as I'm using this term again and again, okay, then dollar gonna keep pushing lower against the Chinese yuan. Okay, gonna keep pushing lower this wave. Yeah, if they are going to have again problem, then next leg. Okay, this next leg and again short from the top. So not a best pair to trade. Now let's move on to the currencies. We are almost already spent 45 minutes, but we did not finish a lot of stuff. So let's move on to the currencies. Then we're gonna get back to the equities. Okay, so dollar index, same chart like last week. All right, and now let's look at the lower time frame. Okay, so next week you are looking for this correction, okay, and that correction to go higher and continue that wave to keep pushing higher. Okay, so this trade you are looking next week. How far that trade goes, stay in. So we are not as told you on the euro dollar that we are not expecting breakdown. Okay, but that breakdown will completely change the buy setup. Okay, aggressive breakdown. All right, then we're going to have reversal on the dollar index. Okay, we're going to look for correction, and this is going to be the trend then. Okay, and then they're going to be reversal. So we are not expecting that. Okay, so euro has to get strong before we're going to see that drop on the DXY. All right, so what you're looking on the lower time frame. Okay, so next week, same analysis like the euro dollar last week I made. Okay, you got the move, you are having this correction to get deeper. Okay, same flag formation, and then continue to go higher or break out very aggressively from there. Okay, correct deeper or breakout. Okay, same analysis like last week on the euro dollar. Okay, so same analysis. What was the last week analysis? That was the last week analysis. Okay, we got the flag which I was talking about last week, ABC move. Okay, so we got the move, we were having there a flat, and then it went lower. Okay, it did not went lower up to 100%. Okay, so it traced up to 618, and then there was a clear move for next wave. Okay, hope you guys caught that trade for upside. Okay, now just reverse that. Okay, now just reverse that at the current price. Same behavior. We are having sharp sell on the euro dollar. Correction is underway. Non-farm payroll numbers were very strong. Now you're looking similar way euro dollar to continue to go lower. Okay, bigger chart you have just seen at the start. Okay, that's the bigger chart, bigger time frame chart. Okay, and euro dollar can push up to 107. Okay, so continuation. So looking it to continue to go lower. Okay, that this wave. So we are not expecting that breakout, guys. Okay, we are not expecting that breakout. So we'll see next week if we're gonna have that. So you're looking it to continue to go lower. So dollar chief, same analysis like the euro dollar or the DXY. Okay, so same chart like last week. Lower time frame analysis you guys have just seen. And for next week, you are expecting this move to happen, all right? This correction to slightly get bigger and that trade. Okay, we are not anticipating breakdown, but in case if Donald Trump is not going to delay tariffs, all right? He's going to impose 15 December tariff, okay? Then chief gonna get stronger and this is gonna go lower, okay? And gold gonna break the daily correction for upside. Make sure you keep that thing in your mind. Okay, if US-China trade war is going to get worse, then safe assets going to get higher. Okay, this correction to get bigger, same analysis like the last week, euro dollar analysis. Okay, or DXY analysis which I have just made now. Correction to get bigger and continue to go higher. Okay, so this correction is already there. All right, correction is already there. Okay, it can turn into that flat, flat, all right, or can get into the form of flag. Okay, so you're looking that correction to complete and continue to go higher. So what was the last week analysis? This correction to break down. Okay, so we have seen that sharp sell, the sharp sell which we were looking last week. All right, so next week you're looking dollar shift to go higher. Okay, you can get that chart from Telegram as well, I think. You have already seen that chart. So dollar shift chart, okay, there you got. So we can have a complete next leg. All right, so you're looking that trade for next week. Okay, so we're gonna have a sharp impulsive move, then bigger time frame chart you guys have just seen. Okay, ABC move or go all the way back to the previous weekly high on the dollar shift. So dollar CAD last week went lower and then went up again on bad CAD data. Bigger time frame chart again same like last week, hasn't changed. All right, longer term bearish on the dollar CAD, right, and even short to medium term bearish too on the dollar CAD. Okay, now let's look at the lower time frame. All right, so we got a very bad numbers on the dollar CAD last week on Friday. All right, and those numbers still can push dollar against the CAD slightly higher. Okay, back to that top, almost same analysis like last week, guys. All right, same analysis like last week. So you look in this trade to happen. Okay, let me go to the lower time frame, and the analysis which I made last week on the dollar CAD, same analysis. Okay, hasn't changed a lot. Okay, so either we're gonna have flat formation or symmetrical triangle. So or contracting triangle, okay, like that. So if you remember, so we got a very sharp sell. So when you go for short on the dollar CAD, make sure you understand that this can slightly push higher before going to drop. All right, okay, so you're looking dollar CAD to push slightly more higher. Okay, test that top and you're looking it to continue to go lower. Yeah, simple analysis, easy analysis. You're waiting for the dollar CAD to test the previous high, okay, and then go lower. Okay, you're expecting it to test the previous high and go lower. Okay, slightly push higher and then go lower. This ABC move. Okay, and that trade, and then break down and continue to go lower. So another dollar pairs, I'm showing you bullish. All right, buy dollar, but there on on other dollar pairs I'm showing you buy, and on this dollar CAD I'm showing you buy. So but once price gonna get back to the top, gonna test the top, sell the dollar CAD, all right, and stay bullish on the other dollar pairs. Yeah, stay bearish on the euro dollar, stay bullish on the DXY, but stay bearish on the dollar CAD. Dollar is struggling against the CAD because of oil. Okay, we have seen some strength on the oil last week, and numbers were bad on CAD. Because of that, CAD reacted on supply cut. OPEC supply cut, CAD reacted, but numbers were very bad. All right. So strength on the oil prices will definitely going to give you strength on the CAD. Okay. So that's the reason, and this pair is moving sideways. So every time when it comes back to the top, you're looking it to go lower. Kiwi dollar, US dollar. So this chart playing out nicely. We are having bounce off from the bottom, and on daily chart. Now let's look at the daily chart. Okay, now this is your analysis for next week. So it bounced off nicely. Okay, we have seen last week we were having something like neutral analysis. Okay, so we got that move, we got that move. The next week you are expecting either give you a correction over there and then continue to go higher, okay, or break down aggressively, correct, one more drop, test the lows, and then go higher again. So bigger time frame chart is same, weekly and daily chart is same, but on 4-hour time frame chart you are having, you know, this analysis. So you are looking counter trend trade on it during the fat rate decision. Okay, fat rate decision, or you know, when the US data is going to release, you are looking kiwi to go lower. Okay, at least give you that correction. Right, counter trend trade. Okay, if again 15th of December tariffs are not going to delay, then kiwi gonna get weaker. All right. So kiwi went higher last week because New Zealand government have introduced new policies, manufacturing policies, fiscal manufacturing policies. Because of that, we have seen strength. All right. So you are looking counter trend trade, dollar to get strong against the kiwi. All right. This trade, and if we're going to have that correction, similar like that correction, okay, then the longer term direction, bigger time frame chart you guys have seen. Okay, if we're not going to get that correction and the move is going to be very sharp, right, like that, so stay in the sell. Okay, wait for this to correct and test the bottom, this new bottom or form new low, and then again longer term buy from the bottom. Okay, if I'm going to go to the lower time frame, then this is what you are watching for. Okay, chart is very much same like the dollar chief chart. Okay, if you remember the dollar chief chart, last week dollar chief chart, it is doing exactly in the same way. Okay, so you're watching it to drop very aggressively. Okay, fall aggressively, specifically during the rate decision on the dollar. Okay, correct, and then this trade. Okay, so this is the trade you are searching over there. Okay, if keeps pushing slowly the way it is doing right now, let that to continue. Okay, don't buy these moves. Okay, if it keeps pushing, form another correction, go for higher, let that to happen. Okay, form correction, push higher, let that to happen. So wait for the aggressive sell. When aggressive sell, just go to the dollar chief chart again, guys. Okay, last week I have shown you what to do on this chart. Okay, what dollar chief was doing, correcting, pushing higher, correcting, pushing higher, and then we got the aggressive sell over there. Okay, then we got the correction, and there you got the run. Yeah, so same again on the Kiwi dollar US dollar chart. Yeah, aggressive sell and you're in. Okay, and that aggressive sell at least should give us correction over there. Okay, before going to push more higher there, similar like that. So you can get that trade, that counter trend trade. Buy is not there. Okay, and we are not expecting that the Kiwi gonna keep pushing higher for more upside without giving us a correction. Okay, that's a longer term chart. So we are longer term bullish, but we believe that at least we're going to get correction over there, okay, before going to continue to go higher. So you look in a counter trend trade next week. Australian dollar US dollar chart, longer term chart is same, okay, weekly chart is same, go higher. Okay, it's trying to push up from the bottom the way Kiwi dollar has done. Okay, so Kiwi dollar is going higher, means that Uzi gonna follow that chart too. But Uzi still, struggling, sitting at the bottom. Yeah, we are having good data on the Kiwi data is improving, fundamental data is improving, but Australian fundamental data is not improving. Yeah, retail sales significantly dropped last week. All right. By the way, the trade which I was showing you last week, we got that trade. Yeah. Okay. There you got the move. Yeah. So go to the Telegram and check there. Last week I was asking you to watch that trade. I'm not sure. Yeah, I shared there. Okay, this chart last week. Even before that, we were looking this trade to happen before last week. All right, so that trade happened last week. So going higher. Yeah, that trade happened. But this is what you are not looking, guys. This is small move. Yeah, you are looking something bigger than that. Longer term reversal, the weekly reversal on this chart. Okay, so as told you that Australian dollar is still struggling, all right, and still not, rising very aggressively. So which means that we still can see one more drop. Okay, it's still, yeah, that one more drop is far away, but possible. Okay, it can go up to that much far away. All right. So what you are looking for next week, you are looking this correction to continue to go higher. Okay, although it is against the other dollar pairs. All right. Okay, this to continue to go higher. Okay, this correction which is just forming over there. All right, this correction to test the bottom and continue, keep pushing higher. All right, so start rising aggressively. Yeah, so Kiwi Aussie dollar US dollar is not a best pair to trade for the next week. All right, because price is not at a good spot, but if aggressive rise is going to come, then follow that aggressive rise. All right, so I have shown you, buy the dollar on other pairs, buy the DXY, buy the euro, sell the euro against the dollar. All right, buy the dollar against the chief. Okay, if those trades are going to happen, then this is not going to continue to go higher for longer term. All right, then this pair going to stay sideways. We're going to have one more drop there, expanding triangle, if you remember. Okay, we're going to have that one more drop back at the bottom or new low, and then continue to go higher. So we are currently neutral on it at the current price, but during the week setup can form. All right, so make sure you rewatch this weekly market outlook. Okay, if price is going to get back to that bottom, testing that, then longer term buy. All right, so if breaking very aggressively, then keep forming corrections and keep pushing higher for longer term for upside. So price is at a area, at a place where currently in current current situation we are neutral. Okay, so you see that my arrows are showing that we still can see one more drop. All right, we still can see one more drop, or we can see, okay, we are still within that wave. By the way, let's look at this chart. Okay, so we are still within that wave, so it still can push lower. So the correction which I have just shown you, that correction to take off. Okay, so there you got the pound pairs. Okay, so pound pair is going to be important for next week. So look at the, I hope you guys have seen those charts on the Telegram. Okay, there you got the pound dollar chart. Yes, they are already priced in. Pound pairs are already priced in. A pound pairs priced in that the deal, the Boris Johnson deal, that deal gonna become law before 31st of January. If so, then pound will keep pushing higher. Okay, guys, pound is heavily underpriced. All right, heavily underpriced. Okay, this is not going to visit the 120 or 125 in any time, anytime near in the future, if the deal is going to go through the parliament. Okay, then pound gonna go up to 160, 155 or 150. Those are the areas where pound belongs. 160, 155. Okay, these are the prices which belongs to the pound dollar in longer run. Okay, so make sure you understand the fundamentals, what fundamentals are doing, what's happening behind the scenes, why your charts are moving. All right. Okay, so let's look at the you know the fundamentals which are playing out right now. I told you last week that pools data moving the market. Okay, so last week pool released, couple of pool data released, and those pools were saying that conservative party is going to win with the, some were saying that going to win with this 47% majority. Okay, 47% is a big win, right? And some were saying that conservative party gonna win with the 43. All right, so this is 43, 42, 43, 41 is average winning ratio for the conservative party. All right, so if conservative party is going to win with working majority, okay, working majority means that once they're going to introduce their Brexit bill in the parliament, that bill gonna go through easily, okay, without any problem from the opposition, okay, and gonna become law before 31st of January. Okay, all these news gonna be positive for the pound. All right, and pound no gonna stop. All right, pound no gonna stop, gonna keep pushing higher. Okay, so what is the worst scenario for the pound? The worst scenario is that if conservative party is going to lose the election, all right, and Labour Party is going to win the election, all right. Okay, then what Labour Party gonna do? Labour Party gonna go to the Europe. They're gonna go to the EU. They're gonna say that we don't like the Boris Johnson deal. All right, we don't like that. We want our own deal. All right, so let's negotiate with us. All right, open negotiation. Let's renegotiate. Let's extend the 31st of January deadline. Let's extend that for further 3 or 4 months. All right, and let's talk. All right, and once the Labour gonna get their deal from the Europe, again that deal gonna come into the parliament. All right, again voting and this and that, blah blah blah. All right, so means that we're gonna have again, same scenario. All right, or if Labour is going to win, they can go for the re-election on the European on the EU membership. All right, either UK should remain into the EU or should leave. So these are the worst scenario for the pound. Okay, if Labour is going to win, then pound gonna fall, definitely gonna fall. All right, on Labour victory. Okay, pound can fall if conservative is not going to win with the majority. All right, pound gonna fall then too. Okay, but not gonna fall very aggressively, not gonna visit the 120 or 122 or 123 areas. Okay, it can fall with up, it can go up to 127 or 126, yeah, or 126, 127 with 300 pips, 3 to 400 pips, but again gonna be buy. Yeah, conservative party gonna form their government and they're gonna bring their bill, and after that the very important thing is that they said that they're gonna end the austerity drive. All right, they're gonna spend more money, means the expansion. This is also going to be good news for the pound. All right, so these are the scenario which can drive the pound. So what you are looking, okay, you are looking pound to dip after the election, correct, and then give you a buy setup again for medium to longer term and keep pushing higher up to 160 or 155. All right, so this is our longer term forecast. All right, so we are looking pound to go higher. We were looking pound to go higher from the bottom. Okay, now this move is on its way. Okay, now this move is on its way, all right? And we have seen breakout last week, okay, on pool when data was releasing, pool data was releasing. So this is a breakout candle, all right? So if everything is going to be perfect for the Conservative Party, this is not going to drop, okay? This is not going to drop, okay? This is going to keep pushing higher then. Okay, you're going to see another move, you're going to see another move, and something like that kind of move. Okay, correction already done, and I was showing you that correction. Yeah, then pound gonna go back there where pound belongs in longer term, all right? These areas. So make sure you keep that bigger chart in your mind before you start trading on the pound. Okay, so this is what we are looking right now on 4-hour time frame. Okay, so give us another drop, test the bottom, complete that correction, okay, and then give us a longer term trend resumption. Okay, continue to go higher. All right, so this move gonna be there if there is going to be a setback for the Boris Johnson. Okay, now let's look at the lower time frame. All right, so you are, yeah, it's forming corrections and keep pushing higher. You're expecting this kind of price behavior. Okay, this is what you are looking for before you start selling the pound. Okay, you're looking for stronger sell, that stronger sell to happen, that correction to happen, and then start selling the pound, all right? Without that sharp sell, don't sell the pound, okay? Don't sell the pound. Don't sell the pound without having sharp sell. You're gonna get trapped over there, okay? So sharp sell, correct over there, and then go lower. This trade up to 27 or 26, and then again resumption. All right, so this buy setup is not there, guys. Last week I told you buy setup is not there, although it break the top, went higher with couple of pips, but buy setup is not there. All right, for buy setup, pound has to correct. All right, let me slightly change my chart. Get that correction completed. We are expecting it to change, all right? This pattern to change. When pattern formation gonna change, then there's gonna be a buy setup. Okay, so price to form that kind of correction, right? And it will form at some point. Okay, this is the behavior of the price. It cannot continue without, you see that? How aggressive move was that? Very, very aggressive. Yeah, but again, price went into correction, went into correction, went into correction. Okay, now currently we are having very strong divergence on the spot price. Okay, this is spot price and the future price. All right, we are having strong divergence. So I mean, people are aggressively short on the pound pairs. They are having their you know they are aggressively short on the pound pairs, and they still believe that the pound going to go lower. All right, so at least we're going to have that correction, okay, and then going to continue to go higher. So we believe that we're going to get that expanding triangle. So for that, this trade, okay, this trade, as told you on lower time frame, you are watching for the aggressive sell before you are selling the pound for the downside. Okay, so the best timing to watch pound to go lower going to be the 10 p.m. all right, on Thursday. Okay, I mean for trading on the pound pair for sell. Okay, so 10 p.m. on Thursday. Okay, at 10 p.m. there going to be a pool result. That pool result going to be based on almost 25 to 35,000 people result. 25 to 35,000 people opinion. Okay, going to be more. You can see that more accurate than the pool's results which we are having right now. Okay, if that pool result is going to give you a clear majority, then we may see some strength on the pound. Okay, so watch during that. If pound is going to fall aggressively, watch during that. So if you're selling before that, then make sure you understand, guys, you are trying to cash the top, all right? And you can get stopped out, or you can have drawdown before you're going to get sell on the pound. All right, so better to wait and watch for the deeper pullback and then buy, or wait for the sharp sell, which I have just asked you to look for before you are selling it. Okay, so if we're gonna look at the pound chief, that chart is also same. All right, pound chief same like the pound dollar chart. Wave is in sway, yeah, going higher. Okay, and this is what you are expecting, same analysis. It can keep pushing higher, but for buy you need to wait for this type of correction before you're going to start looking for buy. Okay, so you are looking for counter trend trade, and for that counter trend trade you are looking for sharp sell on lower time frame during those news events, and once you're going to have that sharp sell, you're expecting that to get back at the bottom. Okay, still forming correction for more upside. Okay, so you're expecting that kind of sharp sell, that correction, and expanding triangle, same like the pound dollar chart. All right, so almost all my pound chart are having that same formation. Okay, except couple of pound kiwi, pound a pound Uzi, that's different. Euro pound is different. All right, so and euro a pound CAD is different. So euro pound chart you have just seen the bigger time frame chart. Okay, buy from the bottom, still pushing lower, so you're expecting a sharp move to happen from the bottom. Okay, still in a downtrend. Last week I told you that let the price form new low and then you're looking for aggressive move to happen. Okay, it is still within this previous strong trend. Let's look at the bigger time frame chart. Okay, let's look at the old chart first so that you can understand that what's happening. All right, there you got the old chart. Okay, we were bearish on the euro pound from the top. We were looking for continuations. Okay, we got the continuation, that continuation. All right, and then that correction broke out. All right, and now we are having price at the bottom. All right, price at the bottom. So this pair are gonna be best to go for buy. All right, if Brexit is going to be delayed again, then this pair are going to be the best opportunity to go long. Okay, now let's look at the lower time frame. This is the chart. Okay, you have seen that chart in previous weekly market outlook as well. All right, so we are coming back at the bottom. So time to watch aggressive move for upside, specifically when you're going to have the result of the election. All right, so you're expecting this move to happen. All right, that move to happen. Once sharp aggressive buy is coming, then you are into the long side. Yeah. Okay, if you see this is going to happen, boom, you are in. Okay, if not, this is not coming out, not happening. Okay, and price keep correcting the way it is doing right now. All right, the way it is doing right now. Yeah, so keep waiting for that aggressive move to happen. Stay away for long and wait. Okay, let this short term, or you can even trade for these small moves, but try to be careful for sell side on the euro pound. Okay, so you're watching for the aggressive move to happen, and boom, you are in. If the aggressive buy is not coming, patience, all right. Okay, let me show you the example. Let's look at this. Okay, so price was going down, and this area we were looking for buy. Okay, we were waiting for price action. Boom, there we got the buy aggressive buy there. Okay, aggressive buy came in and euro pound went higher. Let's look at the next chart. You have seen that. Let's look at we had aggressive buying before that. All right, that was late, by the way. Okay, but I think I had update somewhere there when that was happening. All right, I don't remember that update, but you know, it went, you know, higher after that. Okay, after that aggressive move happened. Okay, so it went higher after that. Okay, so you're waiting and watching for that aggressive move again on the euro pound from that bottom. If that aggressive move is not happening, patience. Let the price do what it is doing right, doing. Okay, keep pushing slowly for the downside. You're waiting and watch. That's what you have done at the top. All right. If you go back to the whole charts, okay, weekly chart. There you got the cells, okay, and then you got the move. So you're watching it to bounce off, bouncing off aggressively, you are in. Okay, this is going to be the chart to buy in case if you know the Brexit is going to delay. All right, and pound CAD, same chart like others. Okay, so going higher very aggressively, not stopping. We were looking for counter trend trade, short them sell, and then continuation. Okay, so just get back to the basic concept again. You need bad result, all right? So bad election result and pound to drive lower or pound to get down after facts. Okay, and this correction, at least this deeper correction, okay, that deeper correction, and then continuation. Okay, so we are looking this trade still counter trend trade. Okay, if we're gonna look at the lower time frame, okay, it is still sharp, still pushing higher. Okay, so you are waiting and watching this pattern. So it went higher on bad numbers. Okay, last week we were having bad labor data on the CAD, and it went higher. So it still can push slightly higher because the pound is still strong. Okay, before you start selling the pound against the CAD, make sure you see that kind of stronger sell, this correction, and then trade. Okay, so as I'm telling you guys, we are expecting correction. Okay, and if you are, you know, if you're gonna sell the pound without a valid price action, you can lose money. Okay, it it can continue to go higher. Okay, it can slowly, the way it is doing right now. Okay, it can push higher, it can correct, it can push higher, it can correct. All right, because the bigger wave is on its way, bigger weekly wave is on its way, and we believe that at least we're gonna get a bigger correction before pound CAD gonna continue to go more higher. At least we're gonna get that correction. Okay, so good luck and trade with care on the pound pairs. Okay, so they are volatile and risky. Pound Australian dollar chart you guys have seen. Okay, that's the chart. Let's straight away get to the lower time frame rather than, let's get to the chart which I have just posted over there. That's more good. Okay, so this is what we are expecting. At least give us another wave like that. Kiwi to Uzi to get strong, all right? Okay, at least that wave, and then keep pushing higher because this is a bigger flag. Okay, you got the short move, bigger flag, weekly flag. Okay, and this is what you are anticipating. All right, at least go down within that ascending channel. This is what you are looking for the next week. Okay, that 15-minute correction to get bigger and then break down. Okay, so if price keeps pushing slowly for more upside, okay, like that, don't panic. So you're looking for a sharp sell on it from the top. Okay, this is going to be the best opportunity to go for short. This is going to be the best opportunity. Yeah, many pound pairs going to, I mean, Euro pound going to be the best opportunity to go longer, right? If Brexit is going to delay it. Pound Australian dollar going to be the best opportunity, right? So pound Kiwi going to be the best opportunity to go long. So I hope you guys have realized that last week pound was pushing higher, but pound wasn't pushing higher against the Kiwi because both were getting strong last week. Pound was getting strong, Kiwi was getting strong. Yeah, but the pound Kiwi was playing it sideways. Pound was falling against the Kiwi. Okay, so these pairs gonna move when we can have strength on the Uzi. Then these two pairs gonna move very very aggressively. So that's what you are watching. Okay, this 15-minute correction to break and continue to go lower. If it goes higher slightly, then don't panic. All right, don't panic. Pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar is also same like last week. Let's look at the bigger time frame first. Okay, so bigger time frame is also same like the pound Australian dollar chart. We are in a bigger weekly flag, ABC move. All right, and it is turning into a flag there. Okay, so we can see that move, guys. One more push up is possible on the pound against the Kiwi. Yeah, reasons I have explained to you why it can push up for one more up move. All right, so you are actually looking UK general election to disappoint the market. Okay, if market gonna disappoint it, then the pound gonna, because pound has, you know, went far away with the just on hopes. All right, people bought pound just on hope. Brexit still hasn't done. All right, we are still there where we were in 2016, even after 3 years. We are still there, standing still there. But people bought pound. That's what I was saying to you in last couple of weeks. If you remember, I was saying again and again in the weekly market outlook. All right, because pound gonna go higher. Pound gonna, because people were watching it very very closely. All right, big players, they were watching pound to go higher. They were waiting for, you know, some good news and then jump into the market. And you have seen almost 5% rise on the pound. Okay, so understand that on the pound New Zealand dollar, pound New Zealand dollar, all right, so same analysis like last week. Expanding triangle. Okay, chart is there. Okay, expanding triangle and continue to go lower. Okay, when you're gonna go for short, make sure you keep that in your mind that the pound New Zealand dollar can push up for one more up move. All right, so this is your analysis, this is your chart. If you go to the old chart, that old chart still in play, not this chart. All right, there we were looking for one more up move. All right, we haven't seen that, but we have seen that one more up move on the pound Australian dollar. Okay, I think on the daily chart, and there you got. So this chart still in play. Okay, this chart still in play. This chart is still in play. That chart. All right, so pound New Zealand dollar and pound yen, same like other pound pairs. Okay, so you see that now you see weekly waves on all these pound pairs. I was saying to you since, you know, since July, August, that the pound gonna go higher, pound gonna go higher. Now you see that all pound pairs are going higher. Okay, so same like other pound pairs. Okay, so update is there on the Telegram. Same like other pound pairs. Right, that's your update. Yeah. So we are not anticipating that move, guys, as we don't have reason at the moment for that wave. Okay, we don't have reason at the moment. This is not going to happen, guys. This is very unrealistic. Okay, very unrealistic. Yeah, pound gonna rise like that. This is very unrealistic. Okay, we have already seen that move there. Okay, we have already seen that move there. Very strong aggressive move. This is very less likely. Okay, what it can do, okay, it can slowly push up like that, and then again can correct over there. Okay, this in the form of that flag. All right, this correction is already completed. Okay, and that way this next impulsive leg is in play. All right, and that correction. Okay, this correction needs to appear over there. Okay, before further up. Okay, market does not move like that. Okay, we don't see moves like this. Okay, these moves, right? I mean, like this, guys. Okay, you got the move like that. Okay, market does not move like this. Right? This is not the behavior. How market moves? Market move like this. Okay, you see impulse, you see correction. Okay? You see impulse, you see correction. Okay? That's how market moves. This is very realistic. So we don't. I don't see that wave is going to happen. Very aggressive wave is going to happen. Okay, now let's look at the lower time frame. How you can trade. Okay, so currently still forming corrections and keep pushing higher. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the let's look at this. Okay, if I'm gonna draw there a couple of trend lines. Okay, so it is forming another correction for more upside. All right, so it can push up for one more up move like that. Okay, another move like this. Okay, so yeah, you are expecting sharp sell, same like others. Okay, so sharp sell, correction, sharp sell is already there. Okay, so correction, and that correction to break down aggressively. Okay, and complete that expanding triangle. Sharp sell not just on the pound yen, sharp sell on all pound pairs. Okay, and this move to happen. Okay, sharp sell to come, and that move to happen up to that bottom. And once price gonna complete that triangle, then you're looking for it to continue to go higher. Okay, just keep in your mind that pattern formation. Okay, this pattern formation is not, let's say if this pattern formation is not going to be there, okay, then what price gonna do? Price gonna break for another up move. Okay, the way it is doing right now, it's gonna break up and again gonna go into the correction. Okay, again gonna go into the correction because we're gonna have a pound again, a pound gonna struggle even after 31st of January, right? Because fundamentals are not good in the UK. Let's look at the pound dollar yen chart. Okay, same chart like last week, hasn't changed a lot. All right, this is what your bigger time frame chart is saying. Keep pushing slowly all the way back to that top and then give us a drop. As told you that, guys, possibility exists that the dollar yen not gonna go that much far away up to 112. Okay, and gonna break down before that. But we are looking dollar yen to continue to go higher. Okay, dollar yen what can do next week? Right, it can slightly push lower back at the bottom. Okay, up to that low expanding triangle. All right, and continue to go higher. What was the last week trade? Do you remember last week trade on the dollar yen? Anyone remember? Do you remember last week dollar yen trade? There was a short, all right? Counter trend trade last week. That's the trade, okay? Go back. watch the last weekly market outlook again. All right, so let's look at this chart again. So next week you are looking this trade, okay, that trade to continue to go higher, okay, that trade to continue to go higher. All right, so there is possibility that the price can break that bottom and can push lower up to 108, okay, this bottom. Then pattern going to be different, okay, we're going to have that expanding triangle, okay, and then this move. All right, so price can break that bottom and it can push up to that 108, okay. Patterns are clear, okay, there, and there we're gonna look for that move. All right, so when you go for buy at the current price for this move, make sure you keep in your mind that this small tiny move can happen over there. Okay, how dollar yen buy gonna invalidate it? We'll show you. Okay, these trend line means nothing. All right. Okay, again, if you are relying on my trend lines, then highly likely you're gonna lose money. All right, don't rely on my trend lines. These trend lines are telling me something. All right, so these trend lines are showing me some information. Okay, you can, incorrectly read those. You can incorrectly read the information. Okay, so we'll show you the dollar yen on a clean chart. Colorful crypto, just bear with me, my friend. Your name is very nice, just bear with me. Okay, so that's clean chart, right? And this is what we are looking right now. Okay, next week, this is the trade you are looking. Okay, and this to keep pushing higher further, correct for another time and continue to go higher. Okay. Okay, so this setup, the buy opportunity which I'm telling you, okay, this buy opportunity will be invalidated, okay, if price is going to break down very aggressively at this bottom. Okay, I mean we are going to see another next impulsive leg. Okay, then buy setup is not going to be over there. So what can cause that aggressive sell? What can cause this kind of aggressive sell at this area? Can you tell me? What can cause that aggressive sell? Use your brain, right? Use your brain and tell me. All right? Use your brain and tell me. Do you remember that what has happened last week? Do you remember what Donald Trump has done? Donald Trump, came in the UK and he was, trying to get attention, all right? He was a, he stolen show, NATO summit show. Last week we were having NATO summit in the UK, yeah, and he came, and before coming here, he passed some comment, and those comment regarding, related to US-China trade war, all right, and boom, right after those comments, we have seen, sell on the equities. Yeah, Donald Trump is very smart guy. Yes, now you got the point. All right. So if again Donald Trump is going to wake up early at the morning, he can wake up early at the morning at every at any time next week. Yeah, maybe you yeah, maybe you're gonna sleep at that time, and he gonna come on his Twitter account and gonna say that I'm not satisfied with this, first phase deal. Yeah, I don't like, and I'm going to put these 15 December tariffs on. All right, we're gonna charge the 15 tariffs to the Chinese good, and those tariffs are going to take place from 15th of December. This news is enough for the equities to drop, all right, and yen to get strong, dollar to get strong, all right. Okay, so make sure you keep in your mind that thing before you're gonna go along on the dollar yen. All right, Donald Trump can tweet at any time, and he can drop the dollar yen further to the downside. Now let's look at the lower time frame where my point is. Okay, where you are looking for buy there. Okay, you see that very strong aggressive move came over there when we have seen non-farm payroll data. Okay, and you are having 100% retracement very nicely. Okay, now you are looking this to happen there. Okay, bounce off, break out very aggressively, or bounce off from that bottom and continue to keep pushing higher. That's where you are watching for next week. All right, so if price break below that bottom aggressively, let's say aggressively breaking below that bottom, okay, then watch the previous low. Okay, above that stay bullish, then let the price price calm down. All right, I mean flag already complete, then let the price come down at 108. Okay, then buy there. Okay, I hope we're not gonna get that move. All right, I hope we're gonna get slow move, slow and corrective move for upside the way we have seen there. Okay, so similar move you guys gonna see there. Okay, if I'm gonna go back to the last time non-farm payroll data, okay, if we're gonna go back to the last time when we had the non-farm payroll data, dollar yen behave in the same way. We had buys at that time. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the 5-minute time frame chart, so there. Okay, there you see that price did exactly in the same way that at that time. Okay, non-farm payroll correction, and there you got the trend. Yeah, there you got the trade, and we were buyer over there at that time. Okay, charts are there on the Telegram. If you want to see those charts, you can get those charts on the Telegram. Dollar yen chart, right? So same price behavior you are having, and you are watching that price behavior to play in the same way, the way it has done in past. There you got. Okay, this is what I was showing you. Dollar yen chart last time. Okay, there what we were expecting. Okay, that was the trade. Okay, that was the trade last time. And there we were watching price action. This is what we were expecting, and that's what we got. All right, this is what we were expecting, and that's what we got. Okay, we got the price action, and then this is what we were anticipating. This is what you are having right now. Okay, this is what you are having right now at the current price. This is what we were expecting last time, and then the next wave started on the dollar yen at that time. Okay, and there you got the next chart. Amazing, yeah, easy, amazing and easy. So same price behavior and same reaction you are looking over there. Okay, breakout and continue to go higher. Make sure don't forget the Donald Trump. Okay, don't forget the Donald Trump. Okay, that's your dollar yen chart. Euro yen, all right, very much same analysis like last week, guys. Okay, this is what we are anticipating on euro yen. Euro yen is slightly different. Oh, other euro yen, other yen pairs are slightly different. Okay, that's the euro yen chart, and the short long on the dollar yen, and there is the chart. Okay, chart on the euro yen is there. That's what you are looking for. Just look at this chart. Okay, just look at that chart, read what it is saying to you. Okay, so sharp breakout, highly likely price gonna go back up. Okay, and you're gonna get enough time to sell it from the top. Okay, and that's what you are looking when dollar yen euro yen gonna complete that move there. You're gonna watch it. Okay, if price break that bottom, stay this ABC move. Okay, this ABC move to go for another time up. Okay, this trade, yeah, if breakdown, stay in next leg is going to appear over there like that. Okay, if bouncing off again from that bottom, then take off your profit, short to medium term buy, bigger time frame correction, and then again we're gonna have sell from top on the euro yen. So euro yen is struggling, all right, longer term struggling against the yen. Euro is struggling against the yen. So that's the euro yen. CAD yen is very much same like last week. All right, so CAD yen also same like last week. Okay, so we can see this expanding triangle breakdown. Okay, or one more up move and then drop. So a kind of neutral analysis. Okay, if you're going to look at the lower time frame, all right, so this expanding triangle, same expanding triangle like last week. All right, so go and then drop. So on bigger time frame, CAD yen to go down for one more drop. All right, so for one more drop. CAD yen and USD yen. USD yen is much better chart than the other yen pairs. You can say that, guys. So bigger time frame, we are still bullish for longer term from bottom on the USD yen, and the lower time frame, you are watching this correction to break down for next week. Okay, correction is getting bigger. We were waiting for that correction to get bigger. Correction got bigger. Now that correction to break down. All right. So as told you last week that there at the end of the year we have liquidity problems in the market. Okay, and that liquidity problem can break down this correction. Okay, and we can see that one more drop. So this is what you are looking for next week. Same trade like last week. Last week we were having some kind of neutral analysis. Okay, so during this week we got a bigger correction. So now that correction to break down, that correction to break down aggressively. Okay, so specifically watch that trade during the tariffs time. Okay, 15 December. 15 December gonna be on Sunday, but highly likely we're gonna have the CN before 15th of December. All right, you can have the CN before Friday. All right, or Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not a reliable person. He can come at any time and can say that I'm doing this. Yeah, you don't know what he's thinking. You don't know. You cannot even expect. All right, he's acting randomly. So they can make a decision even after market gonna close on Friday. Okay, and we can have gaps. So you're looking for that breakdown. All right. So there you got the the Kiwi yen. Okay, that's the weekly chart. Go down for one more drop or correct and continue to keep pushing higher. So you're looking for correct, same like Kiwi dollar US dollar chart. Okay, it went higher. We're looking for it to drop, correct, okay, and keep pushing higher or sharp sell again 15th of December. All right, or the scene before that 15th of December, sharp sell and you are in. Okay, sharp sell is not coming, you are waiting for that correction to complete and then for upside. Okay, so chief yen continue to go lower. So it went lower. Last week I was showing you that chief yen to continue to go lower. Okay, so we are having some nice price action. You are looking it to continue to go lower. Okay, chief yen to correct on lower time frame and continue the bearish wave. Okay, correct on 15 to 30 minute time frame and continue to go lower. If test the top, then watch it to go lower. Okay, this ABC move to drop. Euro New Zealand dollar, you need a correction. Okay, Euro New Zealand, last week we were expecting expanding triangle, yeah. So euro was going down very aggressively against the Kiwi was getting strong. Okay, so it's going down. We need a correction over there. Okay, told you last week as well. So that correction can happen during the ECB rate decision. Okay, so when you're going to have ECB rate decision, you're expecting euro to jump against this. All right, if euro is going to jump against the Kiwi, then you're going to have that correction, short term buy. All right, short term buy and then continuation to the downside once price going to complete that correction. Okay, that's your chart, updated chart. All right. So Euro Australian dollar is not moving well. Okay, still moving sideways. Our longer term analysis is bearish. Okay, on lower time frame, once price tests the top, watch it to go lower. Okay, so it can jump for another wave for upside during ECB rate decision. All right, this one more up move. So we are neutral on it at the moment. Not a best pair to trade these days. Okay, and EURCAD to continue to go higher for longer term. All right, weekly chart. These are the charts which are moving, but moving very slow, sideways on lower time frame. Okay, that's our longer term chart. Okay, and on lower time frame, you are waiting for the EURCAD to test the bottom and continue to go higher. All right, test that bottom. Okay, expanding triangle, that bottom, and continue to go higher or test this previous high. So you are longer term bullish on it. So if you are selling, then sell it with care. Only sell from the previous highs. CADCHF continue to go higher for one more up move and then drop. Okay, so CADCHF is also sideways. Okay, that trade, not a best trade, guys, but go higher and then drop for longer term from the previous top. Okay, EUROCAD, CADCHF, these are not the best trade at the moment. All right. So KiwiCAD, you need a correction and then continuation for more upside. KiwiCAD is pushing higher. All right. And you are anticipate same analysis like other Kiwi pairs. Okay, sharp sell, continuation, go down for one more drop, correction, and continue to keep pushing higher. Yeah, so it is pushing aggressively, very aggressively. Prices there pushing aggressively. So on lower time frame, okay, give us that correction, similar like the other. Yeah, counter. You are actually looking to counter the Kiwi next week. Okay, counter with care because trend is appearing on the Kiwi. Counter trend trade, short term counter trend trade, and if correction is getting bigger, then buy again once correction gonna finish. Okay, so counter and then continue. Yeah, if sharp sell come in, get in correction, then get back to the bottom and again longer term buy. So highly likely we're not going to get one more drawback at the bottom on the kiwi. Okay, but we'll see how price gonna form price action during the week. Okay, so CADNOK slightly changed. Last week I was asking you to look for continuation. Okay, so this is the chart. Okay, so we can see bigger correction on the Canadian dollar and Norwegian krone. All right. So it can break down and can push lower for one more drop. Okay, this can break down and can push lower for one more drop. So you are looking still it to continue to go higher at this previous low. Same analysis like last week, hasn't changed a lot. So you're looking for next wave to happen for upside. Okay, but make sure you understand that it's turning into a flag. Okay, and it can break down for next, which can give you a bigger correction. So again, same like last week, hasn't changed a lot. As told you, that slow moving pair, okay, USDCHF to go down, test the bottom, and then reverse the trend for longer term for upside. Okay, so short term, one more drop, and weekly reversal. Okay, that's what you are looking for. Not a best trade. Okay, USD New Zealand dollar is going to be the pair to watch. Yeah, one guy is repeatedly saying that look at the USD New Zealand dollar, look at the USD New Zealand dollar. All right, yes, this is the chart you should watch for next couple of days. All right, it's coming back at the bottom, wave is about to complete, but it has the potential to keep pushing slightly lower before going to reverse. All right, so it can push slightly lower before going to continue to go higher. Yeah, so make sure you don't buy it too early. Okay, but it is coming within the average price. Okay, if you're gonna draw a horizontal line there. Okay, so let's put the horizontal ray there. That's the average price. All right, that's the average price since 2015. All right, that's the average price on the USD against the Kiwi. Okay, we are having that average price. So it's coming back at the bottom. All right, and completing the wave. All right, the big wave, the wave which we were looking from that top. Okay, chart is there. USD New Zealand dollar chart. Okay, so it's completing the wave. Now time to look for it to reverse. All right, there you go, that trade. You know, this wave is finished, about to finish at the bottom. Yeah, but when you're gonna start buying this pair for upside, make sure you keep in your mind that this pair can stay at the bottom for a while before going to reverse for upside. All right. Yeah, it can stay at the bottom before going to reverse for upside. Now let's look at the lower time frame. You see that price is struggling, still struggling, slowly keep pushing lower on 15-minute time frame. All right, so price cannot stay within this trend forever. Yeah, price cannot stay within that trend forever. Okay, this will break, and definitely it will break. And where it will go when it will break, price will go higher, price will rise then. Okay, so you're waiting for that to break. Okay, if I'm gonna make it more simple, guys, then let this for just watch that trend line. Price cannot stay within this trend. All right, so if come close to that trend line, slowly again, one more drop. Okay, extend that trend line then. Okay, come close to that trend line again, one more drop. Okay, come close to that trend line again, one more drop. These drops can be traded on 15-minute time frame. Okay, you can trade on these drops on 15-minute time frame for a small move. Okay, but the big move, the move which you should catch or which we are looking right now is the breakup. Okay, this corrective downtrend to break up. All right, and you're waiting for this to break up aggressively for upside. Okay, when it is going to happen, boom, buy, correct, more buying, correct, more buying. Okay, example, last week shown you that example too. Okay, so just put that example at the current price. Okay, so that's why I said to you, don't buy too early. It can keep pushing slowly back at the bottom the way it is doing right now. So don't buy too early. Okay, this is what you are looking for. It has the room and it can extend all the way back at the bottom. Okay, the way it is doing right now. Okay, it can extend slowly back at the bottom. But the wave, you should start, you know, you should be ready for upside. Okay, be ready for upside. We're gonna have good price action on it for buy soon. So weekly, same. So weekly chart is same. Buy for on weekly time frame chart, buy for upside. Sound is okay, guys? We are just about to finish, all right? We are just about to finish. Sound is okay? So weekly for upside and on lower time frame, one more drop and this to break out for upside. Okay, this sideways market. So last week we were looking for this move. We got that. It came back at the bottom and this sideways market to continue to go higher. Okay, every time when price come back at the bottom, then you are looking for buy. Okay, and longer term reversal on the USDCAD. Kiwi Chief, same analysis like the other Kiwi pairs. Okay, so you are looking longer term reversal on the Kiwi Chief and give us a correction and then go higher, or Kiwi Yen chart. Okay, just remember the Kiwi Yen chart. So on lower time frame, let's go to there. Okay, aggressive sell, correction, and go down. Okay, or correct for more upside. Okay, a kind of neutral analysis, but as I said, you are looking to counter the Kiwi next week for short-term trade. Okay, Kiwi Uzi Euro Chief short-term, one more drop back at the bottom, and then from 108 to go higher. All right, that's the chart. One more drop back at the bottom and then go higher. So let me finish, guys. So let's look at the oil. Oil, same like last week. OPEC cut the supply and oil went higher. Okay, so oil can stay there within that flag. Okay, oil can stay there within that flag, all right? That flag for a while. And this flag to break down, test the bottom, and then go higher. Okay, they cut the supply, but oil, price still can struggle. So same analysis like last week on oil chart. All right, we are still, it's not ready to sell at the moment, guys. I'm just showing you neutral chart or on oil, okay? And one more drop. Okay, hope it's all right now. Okay, one more drop and then go higher, or the chart I have just shown you. All right, this chart. Natural gas, you should watch natural gas. All right, natural gas is coming back at the bottom and you're looking natural gas to bounce off. Okay, chart is already posted over there and that's what you are watching. Okay, price can take a couple of weeks to go higher, so this is a longer term trade, not a short term trade. Okay, so trade accordingly. Okay, so longer term trade and reversal. Now let's look at the equities and then we're gonna look at the cryptos and we're gonna finish that. So Nasdaq 100 index, last week I was showing you that wait for the bigger correction. We were actually buying the natural gas the equities last week. All right, so yeah, one more drop can happen. We are not anticipating, but again, 15 December tariffs, keep those tariffs in your mind. If again he's going to impose 15 December 15 December tariffs, you're going to see that one more drop, then start selling. Okay, yeah, if Trump is going to delay, then continuation for more upside. Yeah, so not a best Nasdaq 100 index is not at a best place where you can see more upside on it. Okay, so someone was asking me that the show me Nasdaq 100 index. All right, so this is what we were looking last week. Yeah, so we were looking this formation and buy. So we are still looking it to continue to go higher or correct and continuation. Okay, correct and continuation. So on bigger time frame, daily correction is due. Okay, make sure you understand that the daily correction is due on the equities. Okay, and that daily correction gonna be similar like that. Currently we are expecting it to just keep pushing higher, not daily correction. Okay, I mean keep pushing higher. Okay, we are long on it and we don't want it to get back within this area. Okay, we want it to keep pushing higher before December end. Okay, but again keep in your mind 15th December. Okay, tariffs impose, one more drop, delay, it will keep pushing higher. Okay, tariffs, that expanding triangle, no tariffs, then correction is already happened, more upside. Same on the S&P 500. All right, on 4-hour time frame, same. Okay, one more drop, get back at the trend line and then continue to go higher. Okay, or on daily time frame, keep pushing higher. Okay, keep pushing higher. And on the US 30, same. Okay, expanding triangle or keep pushing higher. All right, and if we're going to look at the others, UK 100 index, index is, not doing what we were expecting. It is still struggling. All right, and it can draw for one more move down for upside, but we are neutral for next week. Okay, so we'll update on the UK 100 index next week. And German 30 keep pushing higher, very much same like the UK 100 in the I mean US stock. All right, same like the US stock, one more drop and then continue to go higher or keep pushing higher, same analysis. All right, same analysis on the US 2000. Okay, keep pushing higher or go down for one more drop. And Bitcoin, again, neutral like last week. All right, bigger time frame, at least come back at the 3000 and then continue to go higher. Okay, on lower time frame, this chart for longer term. All right, and on lower time frame, this correction to get bigger and break down for another time. Okay, this correction to get bigger and break down for another time. Okay, this short move, okay, will leave the the current correction which we are having right now. Okay, short move will leave the correction for upside. This short move there. Okay, and then Bitcoin gonna extend for upside. We are not expecting this move to happen, but possible. All right, that can happen. It can break down that correction and can push up to 14,000, but we are not expecting that. We're expecting that the Bitcoin gonna keep pushing slowly up to 3,000 and then 3,000 or 3,500 and then gonna take off our upside. And Ripple is sitting at the bottom. All right, sitting at the bottom. We have seen short move, okay, pump and then dump. All right, that's what these cheap coins gonna do, okay, which are sitting at the bottom. They're sitting at the bottom, they're gonna only gonna pump for upside. That's what you are expecting them to do. All right, they are sitting at the bottom, they can stay at the bottom for a while, but at the end they're gonna only go higher. Okay, they're only gonna go into that direction. Yeah, this is okay, this is the time of patience, and this is, they are testing your patience, by the way. And of course, if you're gonna have patience, you're gonna get paid. Okay, not just Ripple, others as well. Okay, sitting at the bottom. Yes, Mike, they are testing your patience. So let's see how long you can hold your coins. All right, so same on others, guys. And let's finish here and and enjoy your holidays. We are having December. Enjoy your holidays. And as reminder again, we are having training gonna start from 20 December. If you're looking, then join us. Go visit the tradingacademy.com. Okay. So happy New Year in advance. All right. I think this is the 2 weeks left for 2019, and after that finish 2019 gonna be finished. So thank you guys. Thank you for coming into the weekly market outlook. We'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook next week. Until then, bye bye.